I'm Seth Aidenfeld, sales leader from Waterloo.
Thank you for joining us in another segment of the SMB video series. In the first series, you saw Bethany and Jake, and you learned what an SMB customer is and some of the different types of businesses that there are and businesses that we've recently activated. Just a reminder, if a customer has a business that makes money off of that business, they are eligible to become one of our business customers. As Bethany stated, our goal is to have 20% of all new lines and 20% of all renewals come from SMB. This goal comes directly from US Cellular for NGW, and this applies to the associate store and the market levels. In this segment, Seth and I would like to take a closer look at the different types of businesses and how they are processed just a little differently. Keep in mind, however the business is set up, US Cellular business customers receive the same benefits, so it's the same for all business types.
Exactly. So what we really want to talk about for my part is making sure you just understand the difference between a couple of the business types. So in your case, in RIM, it's going to end up being really, really simple, but I think just having a little bit of knowledge about what kind of business somebody has is going to make you more confident in making the right selections for them as a customer. So first we want to talk about sole ownerships. So pretend you have a business and a business owner. In a sole ownership, the business and the business owner are the same thing. There's no difference, which is why you're going to sign them up as a business sole ownership and use their social security number for signing them up here at US Cellular. Other types of businesses would be like S corps or corporations, partnerships, or more common you're going to have in your stores is an LLC. So an LLC, essentially it's a limited liability corporation, and all that means is it protects a business owner from risk. So let's pretend that you own some rental properties. And somebody tripped and fell on those rental properties and they want to come after you and sue you for the damages. Well, if you had a LLC under that house under an LLC versus as a sole proprietorship where it's together, they're separate. So that person can only come after you, or they can only come after the business and its assets, but you and your personal assets are safe, which is why a corporation, an LLC, or those other types of businesses have their own tax ID. So in RIM, you're going to set it up under that federal tax ID, not the social security number. Really what you want to have, the kind of conversation you should have with those customers is, hey, do you want to sign this up under your social security number as a sole ownership, or do you have a different business model and you want to use your federal tax ID? Get the information from them because they're used to signing up at other places, even like Sam's Club for a business account or getting credit from their vendors using that information. They're going to know what they want to do. You just have to be able to ask them about it. So hopefully that gives you a little more confidence and knowledge, because the more you know, the more confident you are, and confidence equals sales and money. So I think at the end of this, just make sure you know what's expected, or make sure you know what's expected of you. We really want to make sure you know how to set the account properly and can go about that pretty seamlessly. So what we're going to do now is share a couple of screenshots and an explanation of how to set up those businesses in RIM and get you off to a good start with new customer registrations, whether you're doing a COO or a brand new customer.
All right, everybody. So you can see in RIM when you're doing the customer registration, you have the opportunity to select individual or account. So if you're setting it up under a business name, I would recommend clicking account if they actually have a business name. This may not apply in all situations, but it allows you to enter the customer's first and last name in the customer name area, and then have another space for the account name. This can lead to less confusion down the road about business names in RIM. So it makes your life a little bit easier and the customer's life easier during their experience with US Cellular. And that is the top highlight where I've typed in College Hill Design is the business name. In the customer type field, the second or the lower highlighted area, you'll notice that we've selected business and sole ownership in that area. So again, if somebody's signing up for a business account with their social security number, you'll want to select sole ownership. On this second screenshot here, you'll notice everything is stayed the same except it is now listed as business regular. So with business regular, if you proceed from the registration screen at this point, it's going to ask you for a tax ID. So just make sure the customer is aware and you're aware of what information you're going to need at this point in the process. And thank you very much, and please let us know if you have any questions at all. Thank you.
So really, setting up SMB accounts is just as easy as setting up a consumer, only the customer gets benefits as a business. And regardless of what time of business you are setting up, they are still taking advantage of the SMB benefits. So thank you for joining us for another segment of the SMB video series. I'm Lisa Dougal.
I'm Seth Aidenfeld.
Signing off.